There once was a man named Gold Roger who was king of the pirates. He had fame, power, and wealth beyond your wildest dreams. Before they hung him from the gallows, these were the final words he said.
Our perspective is yours for the taking, but you'll have to join us first. We left everything we debated at the Yonkō Table.
Ever since, pirates from all over the world set sail for the Grand Line, searching for the Yonkō Table, the table that will make their dreams come true.
Yo!
Yo, it's DrJaceAttorney. The Yonkō Table has set sail again. No, that was not my Wizard Kelly impression. You are mistaken, my friends. But we are here to talk about episode 3 of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. And we have a lot to say about this episode. I have a lot to say about this episode, and it's mostly positive. It's all positive. It was an Oscar-centered episode. I loved it. But with me, as always, is fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop. Grandmaster, how have you been, buddy?
Good, Dr. Jace. Haven't talked to you for a while. I miss you on these Euphoria things, man. It feels empty without you. So I'm glad we're able to reconnect here. But I've been doing good. Glad to be here.
That's great. I mean, I've got some time to catch up on Euphoria.
You do?
2024, baby.
Apparently. You're right. Yeah, you got time.
I got plenty of time. But episode 3. Overall thoughts. What did you think about episode 3 of The Proud Family? Was it on track from the last 2 episodes? Was it a miss? Like, what were your overall thoughts of episode 3?
I think this new series is still finding its footing as far as the type of show they want to be. It's still very much Proud Family, no doubt. But I can see growth in this series. And I like that growth. I like what I see with Penny and what's going on with her. And it's a contrast from where we left her in the original series. And Oscar too. This was, you said it's an Oscar heavy episode. I think it was Oscar and Penny at the forefront here. Oscar providing more of the comedic side, Penny, more of the heartfelt, familial, teen, see yourself type of story going on here. So I really do appreciate what they're really doing in this new series. It's not cut and paste. It's just, it's establishing its own thing. And I like that a lot.
Let me tell you, I thought this episode slapped like really hard, man. I like, not even just that it was good. I thought it was really good. Like, as I was watching it, it reminded me of those those episodes of like Static Shock back in the day, where like Static Shock was an action heavy show, right? Like that was the point of Static Shock. But then there were more somber episodes where like they really wanted to teach like a life lesson in general, like movie, like whether it was with race or I know there was a very touchy one on like school shootings. They did an episode on that and they did it phenomenally. But that's the type of vibe I got from this episode, like just the lessons being taught with Oscar's expectations of Penny and how Oscar is almost stereotyping Penny's friend, is soon to be maybe iffy boyfriend, whatever, right? He's tall, he's oh my god, the visual gag when he stood up.
Oh my
the comedy was on point. I was laughing. This is the 3rd episode, man. Like, I don't know. Usually after the first episode, and I would say maybe even the 2nd, you start to see a series, whether or not it's good, like lose its steam a little bit, because maybe their best jokes, their best messages were showcased at the forefront to reel people in, to hook them in. But this episode, the 3rd one so far, has shown me, no, they still got the gags and they still got the lessons to be taught. That gag was beautiful. That's not the only one. There was other stuff too, like Every time, what was the guy's name? The friend, the boyfriend.
His name is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Brown. Like, okay, so they are trying to say he's tall, and then it's like, I didn't know Kareem had a son. He's like, oh no, I'm named after my dad's favorite author. He's like, Kareem wrote a book. Which, I mean, I didn't know that either, but a lot of prolific athletes have wrote books. So.
I did not. I didn't know that, and that's what added the hilarity to the scene. I mean, the name, the visual gag when he's like initially throwing the basketball, making shots, and they're turning into bricks.
They're turning into bricks, right? Oh my gosh, like, it's very
spot on.
It's on brand. It's on brand. It's definitely on brand.
It's very on brand. And I mean, that whole comedy bit that's premised on what the I guess the event that triggers the sequence of events in this episode, right? Which was Oscar versus Wizard Kelly. We've gotten Wizard Kelly bouts in the old school Proud Family. They were great because Wizard Kelly is a G. He's amazing. I love Wizard Kelly. And we got a bout back. We got another Oscar versus Wizard Kelly. What did you think about the bout overall, or I guess throughout the episode? Like, did you think it was on brand with like, here we go, Oscar trying to outdo Wizard Kelly again?
I mean, it's definitely on brand, and that's one of the funny, like, Oscar's got a couple of rivalries. There's him versus Wizard Kelly. There's him versus some other people from his past, or another really funny one is him versus the red-nosed baby, the baby that can talk.
Red-nosed baby. Oh my God, that sounds familiar.
Oh my God, I'll show you an image. He's the little baby that can talk, and he like diminishes Oscar.
I swear, like the concept sounds very, very familiar, but I can't visualize the baby. I'm actually gonna look it up, but go on.
That's one I'm waiting for them to come back. Granted, I think the actor.
What was his name?
It's just his name is literally just the red-nosed baby.
The red-nosed baby. Okay.
But the I just confirmed the actor Ron Glass passed away in 2016. So.
Oh my God, I remember that baby.
Yes, the red-nosed baby.
Red-nosed baby.
Yes, he's hilarious. He just demeans Oscar and talks down to him all the time, and then Oscar's like, "Look, he can talk. This baby can talk." And then the baby would be like, "Goo goo, gaga."
That's right, in the deep voice.
Right, or when he talks to the babies to attack Oscar, he'll be like, "Goo goo gaga, gaga goo goo." Either way,
it's great.
Oscar's rivalry with Wizard is a staple. I love it. There's layers to it. I think it's welcome. It's a welcome return, because one, they showed that little flashback of that shot that he missed. Had Oscar made that shot, was that in reference to the old show? Did they?
Yeah,
that's a direct scene from the original basketball episode.
Okay.
Where Oscar, or Penny had the chance to choose an athlete to take the shot, the $1 million Wizard Bucks shot. Again, it was just Wizard Bucks.
Wizard Bucks. Oh, the most valuable currency.
At least in their town. But I love Oscar versus the Wizard. One of my favorite aspects is just simply there's like tidbits to the rivalry that you forget are a thing. Wizard stole Oscar's girlfriend, Ginger Snaps. Like, Oscar was dating her.
Oh my God, that was the reference he made.
That was the reference
he was gonna get back.
Yes.
Trudy was a second place trophy.
Right, and it's unfortunate, but it's like, come on, Oscar, just appreciate what you got, man.
Listen, he's been a punching bag for all his life, especially with Sugar Mama.
Oh yeah, there's another rivalry. Oscar versus Sugar Mama, right?
Rubbing the salt in the wound. Penny, ask me how the game went, Penny. Please ask me instead.
It's just, Oscar is just, that character who, wants a lot, but he does appreciate what he does. He appreciates what he has. It's just he can't help but think of the grandeur of it all, what it would be like if his missed troubles were not a thing. And that's the great part about Oscar. He just goes back and forth, but he never loses his core, you know. He'll come around in the end, although if it takes his whole stubborn ass a whole 30 minutes to get there, he will eventually come around. So
well,
it's
in this
a joy.
episode, do you think he did? Do you think he came around? I feel like he kind of didn't.
I mean, you know, he'll come off and be like, you know, Penny, you can't leave me like this. Mr. Chips, Peebo, get in there, you know.
Peebo. Oh my God, Peebo.
Peebo, yes, Peebo. Oh my gosh.
Voiced by what's her name? I always forget it.
Cree Summer, legendary actress Cree Summer. Yes. I knew he was coming back. I wasn't just expecting it. There's a couple of characters who a couple characters made an appearance today. Felix, his wife was in the stadium. Didn't hear her. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no.
But Felix was in there. That was great.
I need more Felix.
I need more Felix.
Yeah, I need that Oscar Felix. Yeah.
I need the yay yay.
Yeah, yay. Yes. Definitely need that. Frankie. I don't know if you remember Frankie. He was a semi love interest for Penny. And she references it too.
That was the football guy.
The football guy, right.
Okay,
he was on one of the opposing teams.
Right.
I don't know if they'll ever do like a love triangle or really make him prominent, or if this was just kind of like acknowledgement that we know our side characters. Do you remember the Reverend? The Reverend briefly showed up.
Yes. I did. I didn't recognize the name, but like as soon as he spoke, because that was one of the teams that Oscar beat in this episode. I was like, oh yeah, like who? His voice, like it clicked to me, and then I was like, but wait, who is he though? And then Oscar referred to him as the Reverend. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, he was the Reverend guy from the church.
And funny enough, he's voiced by Kirk Franklin.
He is.
Yes. He's. I don't think Kirk Franklin came and did this. I was looking for his name in the cast, but.
But wait, he did. So did he voice the Reverend?
Yeah, originally, I didn't see his name in the opening credits or in the end credits. But I mean, that would be welcomed for Kirk Franklin to come back. I know all the culture would be like, okay, yay, like it's Kirk Franklin. So that would be cool to see. I don't think anybody else really made an appearance, but you know, overall, it's nice to again see them pay homage or just kind of remind you these characters still exist in this world. We're not just like resetting the table, we're just enhancing it and moving pieces around. But new character Kareem.
Who is he voiced by? Is he someone familiar?
I know of him. Did you ever see When They See Us on Netflix?
I did not. No.
Okay, that's a tough watch. I do recommend it.
Okay.
The actor's name is Asante Black. He's in that. Oh, funny enough, he's in This Is Us too. 2 shows with the name Us in it.
Wait, Us? Like there's 2.
Wait, he's in When They See Us.
Okay. Oh, like, and This Is Us. Okay.
Yeah, and he's in This Is Us. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Got it.
Kind of hard to follow.
He is also in Us as well.
No, he's not in Us. No, he's not in Us. Right. But just up and coming young actor. He's funny enough. I think he's relatively. Actually, that's really funny. I mean, I don't know how tall he is in real life, but in When They See Us, he's really short. So really? I don't know if that's a joke to make him super tall to where he's, you know, his face is, you know, silhouette in the sun. But if that's the joke, that's actually really funny.
That would be, I mean, if it is a joke, that would be on brand. Like we keep saying of the Proud Family making those type of, I guess, meta jokes. Like
yeah, that would be a meta joke, right? But I see, this is what I'm talking about. The show is evolving. You know, we've seen Penny kind of rotate a couple of individuals throughout the original series, and so that's my whole thing with this episode. It's like, I don't think it nailed the comedy bit for me. It was funny, don't get me wrong.
It didn't nail the comedy bit.
It didn't.
Heresy. What?
No, don't. It was funny. I enjoyed it from a comedic standpoint. However, I think I enjoyed it more from a character standpoint this time around. And that's something I wasn't expecting, because here you have Kareem of, Penny's new potential love interest. And as you said, he's, it's the stereotype and the projection that Oscar is putting on him to come play basketball.
No dating till after you're married.
No dating till after you're married, right? But he's not into basketball. He's into being a cellist. He's into Dorothy Dandridge films.
Which is I could not believe they actually showed a clip of that, like in the context of the Proud Family. I don't know. It's just, it was on brand for Proud Family to do it. I just wasn't expecting it. I'm like, oh wow, they're actually showing it. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It was it's cool. I like when they do a little stuff like that. Why animate it? Just use the actual footage. You can just tell this is not a one and done thing for Penny. This is something, she's gonna grow into, and they're gonna grow together. And I thought it was really nice. I didn't even notice this. I watched it twice. I didn't notice this until the second time, that he repeated exactly what Penny told him about saying no to her father, saying like, if you don't want to play basketball, just tell him you don't want to play basketball.
Oh yeah.
Be your true self. He repeated it word for word. And I was like,
wait, she repeated it, or?
No, he repeated it to her.
Oh, because she told him in reference to her dad telling him to play basketball. Okay, yeah.
Yes, and see, it's like the little moments like that. And he's like, he's like, oh, you're just using my words against me. He's like, yeah, because I took those words to heart when you said it. And I was like, oh man, that's kind of cute.
It's nice. I told you this episode slapped, man. I don't know what you're on saying that the comedy wasn't there.
No, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's these little moments here,
right,
with Penny. And again, it's a stark contrast from her previous relationships, which were near and few, like 15 Cent, like from the movie.
Oh, that's right, 15 Cent. I remember. Oscar made a quip about that too, like something about $1. Oh my God, I don't even want to attempt it. I don't want to butcher Oscar's comedy.
During the movie or during this episode?
No. Like during the movie, because he's making fun of the name, and I know Oscar probably said something hilarious about just the name on its own. I know he did. I don't remember what it was, but Oscar never misses an opportunity.
Yeah, I can see actually formulating what he possibly could have said, like what happened to the other 85 cents or something.
Yes, exactly. Some variation on that.
Right. But yeah, I like what I see here. I see this growing, I see this forming, and I see maybe Oscar even coming to his own with this, as far as, letting Penny finally kind of mature and date, and whether it leads to romance or heartbreak, it's different territory versus these one and done single episode arc that she had in the previous series. So that's what I really liked about this episode. Say what you want, but
no, I mean, I liked it too, because like, did the old Proud Family ever have like continuations from previous episodes where like they would reference like, oh, we did this before, right? Did they ever do that?
Okay, so that's what I like too. This feels more serial versus episodic. The only thing I could think that was like a continuation was either reoccurring characters or like Al Roker. Al Roker had 2 episodes where he's like the genie, and right. But not like definitive storylines that continued more than one episode.
Right. Yeah. That's not what I would expect. I just saw it more in this because it was like what you said earlier. I think it was Oscar even brought it up. He said, Penny, since when have you been good at basketball? I thought you were only good at football. And that's in reference to the old football episode where
yes, it is.
He tried to prove that girls could play football as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. And I wonder if, you know, that was in reference to some of the older episodes. I wonder if there's going to be, I guess, kind of like a continuation in what's being made right now. You know what I mean? So like, if however many episodes we have for this season, if in episode 8 or 9, they're going to reference like, didn't your dad lose that basketball game against Wizard Kelly? Where's Peebo?
Right. Yeah. And I think that's where they're going with this. It's still very much Proud Family, but it's now that, again, they have more of a runtime. They have matured as writers and they know the audience is mature. They're going to give us, connectivity, whether it's with the past series or past episodes. Like I'm sure, you know, La Cienega is going to come through and try to make moves on, you know, Kareem and try to upset.
Listen, La Cienega, with friends like these, who needs enemies, man?
Right.
I don't understand why they let La Cienega in their friend group. Even back then, I'm like, she is so mean to you guys. Like, why are you friends with her? I don't know. That's just, and I mean, you know, like sometimes they would have like little quips back and forth where it's like, okay, yeah, like La Cienega saying, oh my God, I've never been so ugly in my life. How do you do it, Proud? Like,
right.
Like
they're frenemies. They're frenemies. But then, yeah, there's points where you're just like,
you got an episode like this.
Yes.
And I'm like,
are you sure that's your friend? Like, I mean, I guess, and that's kind of like the thing about their friendship, or maybe all of them as a whole. It's like an accepted rivalry. It's like, you know, and Penny's very mature too. Penny's like, you know, if that's where you want to be, Kareem, if that's what you have plans, you know, she's gonna keep it moving, you know. And I like that for Penny. You know, old Penny would have just been like, I can't stand La Cienega, you know.
she would have let out her frustration for sure. I could definitely see it.
Right. So, but yes, it's it's weird watching them still be friends. I guess it's like all's fair in love and war, and but you know, DjNae called her out. She's like, La Cienega, you know, you messy, you know.
You messy. That's cap, La Cienega.
I like that she called her messy too. That's like verbiage that people use now, you know. That's messy behavior. It really is, you know.
Right. And it's on brand with DjNae too. I believed it. I believed it when she delivered those lines. I'm like, this is something she would say. Yes, I agree. Because La Cienega is messy.
I believed it, but funny enough, I won't put anything past DjNae to do something trifling to Penny as well.
You think she would do that? No.
No, not necessarily like boyfriend type stuff, but you know, there are past episodes where DjNae has done some questionable friendship things. Like when she left Penny with all her brothers and sisters.
Right. I remember that. She had like 8 or 9.
Yeah, she had like 8 or 9 brothers and sisters, and she went to the concert and left Penny to watch them all. Like, so they all have their faults. How they want to do that. Yes, they all have their faults. You're right. And at the end of the day, they're 14. They make selfish mistakes. Somehow still. Right.
That's fair. What else? All the characters that made their debut again. Michael has this thing going on where I'm trying to remember a character that did this in other shows. Maybe it was Shaolin Showdown, but not to this extent.
Shaolin Showdown.
You'll get what I'm saying. So episode 1 and 2, Michael had that I don't know what hairstyle you would call it, but he had like the purple tip.
I think it was like
I don't know
braids and it was like dreads. I'm sorry, like dreads or braids with a fade going around. Yeah.
Okay, right. And then in this episode, he switched it up a little bit where it was kind of like the hairstyle was still kind of the same as before, but it was different while he was playing basketball, right? Because I'm guessing. Oh,
I see. Are you gonna say he's gonna switch up his like appearance, like Kimiko?
Kimiko.
Right. Okay. All right.
Like,
I
you know,
see.
depending on the episode and the context, he might, you know, switch it up. And the thing is, it's on brand for Michael because that's like he's into fashion. I can see him changing up his outfit, his hairstyle, depending on what the adventure is for that episode. This episode was about basketball, so he changed it up and had this new hairstyle. I could see him pulling a Kimiko in the next few episodes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was a one and done because it was a sports episode. So he's like, all right, I got to change it up. And then he'll be back to brand on the, you know, in the next episode. But
Right.
that's
But
neat.
speaking of Michael too, I thought it was very neat. Michael was always good at basketball.
Oh, that's right. He was the original water boy, right? Or was he
Well,
not?
yeah, he was always the water boy.
He was always
like,
the water boy.
like the football team. You
Yeah.
know, his dad would be like, "You call me coach in public." You know?
Oh, that's right. The coach was the dad. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, he was so problematic. And I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back like Phil Lamar to come to the coach.
Oh,
and, you know,
that would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be perfect. But yeah, Michael was always good at basketball. It was the episode they called him a sissy. He was schooling everybody. In a
Right, I
pickup game.
remember.
Right. And I appreciate little details like that. Like it makes sense that Michael's your star basketball player. And funny enough, too, now he's voiced by E.J. Johnson, the son of Magic Johnson, while Wizard Kelly's team's got Shaq Jr., Michael Jr.
Wait, was it Little Shaq? Was it Little
Little Shaq,
Little Shaq,
Little
Little
Shaq.
Kobe?
Lil Durk, and then he said, and Lil LeBron, he's got the hair, y'all.
It was perfect. What was it? Oscar even said a line to Penny.
Oh, yeah, he says,
was like,
Mamba mentality.
don't pass the ball.
Don't pass the ball, right? Which, oh my God, Kobe was in the original basketball episode.
Oh,
I don't
he
know if you-
was? Like
Yes.
he voiced like his own character? Or
He
something?
voiced himself.
I did
Yes.
not know that. Wow.
Like they had a bunch of animated versions of a lot of basketball players,
yeah.
but Kobe appeared and he voiced himself on the show.
Oh my God. Wow.
And he was gonna be her top pick to take the shot, and now,
And she chose the
fast-
dad.
well, yeah, she chose Oscar, and then fast
Right.
forward, to the Louder and Prouder, they dropping Kobe references, and it's sad too,
Yeah.
because
Right.
but it's like it's like I appreciate details like that, and I appreciate little, of course, coming from Oscar, it sounds terrible saying Mamba mentality.
Mamba. I mean, because at the end of the day, it was part of like the shtick with Kobe back then. It
Yes.
was like, oh, don't pass the ball. I'm the MVP. But like
Right.
that's what makes us. That's part of the reason why we remember him fondly. It's like Mamba mentality. You're the
Right.
center. But no, I do agree. Like a lot of the little moments really hit in this episode. And they gave some limelight to characters that we wanted to see. And we even mentioned it last week. We wanted to see Felix. We got Felix. I want to see more Felix, but I like that the show is basically acknowledging these characters you remember from back then. They're still here. They still exist. We might touch on them in a future episode. I don't know, but we're letting you know Felix is walking around. He's walking
Right.
around. So, and that's fine. I have hopes that we'll get an Oscar and Felix episode. What I don't think they'll bring back, because you mentioned problematic characters before. I don't remember the dad, Michael's dad, too much. Like I remember like how you described him. But I don't remember him too well. But the characters that they're not gonna bring back, in my opinion, the Chang triplets.
Oh no,
They
don't
are
do that.
not. They are not. They
I mean,
cannot.
I get
Unless
it.
they change the designs.
Yes,
Listen, I don't know how long it's been since you've seen Hip Hop Helicopter
I have seen it recently.
in that scene. And to those of you that
Dun, 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 with the little mandolin
Yes.
playing in the background, right?
Yes, and like it's even with the lighting of the episode, because it's changing the skin tone. It's very, very offensive. The music, the buck teeth, the man.
only one of them. I mean, the teeth weren't that buck, but one of them had a little bit. It is
It
a
wasn't.
chance.
I guess it wasn't buck teeth, but it's that circular.
No,
I don't know how you would call it.
No, I get it. They were stereotypical. A lot of it was stereotypical in design. I mean, they even had the whole episode where Penny learns kung fu from their uncle.
Oh my God.
And they do the Karate Kid bit, and also their dad too was like, well, you know, he just kind of owned everything, you know, like
right.
Our father owns the apartment complex.
That's
and,
right. That's right.
Or,
That's
you know,
right.
the dad would be like, sugar mama, your son's a loser. Like, you know, a part of that could be considered problematic is he was voiced by Phil Lamar.
The Chang triplets?
No, the dad.
Oh, the dad of
the Chang triplets dad was voiced by Phil Lamar.
Wow.
And we all know Phil Lamar from,
right.
you know, claim to fame, Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack.
Where he plays another Asian character.
Right.
Clearly not Asian.
And recently played the character again from, you know, the last 3-4 years from the final season.
Right.
Samurai Jack.
But not saying he did an Asian accent with Samurai Jack. It was very just kind of, I mean, it was Asian influence, no doubt. But I think what you have here is an opportunity for, you know,
correct the wrongs.
Correct the wrongs. Bring back the Chang triplets. I mean, they were voiced by I forget her name. I think it's the girl who does Amy in Futurama.
She doesn't she also do, oh my God.
Oh God, yeah, I'm
Fennec.
so mad.
Didn't she play Fennec in Boba Fett? No?
No, not Ming Na.
No,
not Ming Na. Wait, let me. Lauren Tom. It might be Lauren Tom. Let me see if it's Lauren Tom.
Right, I misspoke. I didn't mean her. I meant you haven't played this, but she plays a character in Ghost of Tsushima called Lady Masako, and I thought that was a cool tidbit that she also voiced Amy from Futurama. That was a reference I was mixing up. I was like, wait, there's something recent that I touched on where I learned, oh, that's the lady that does the voice of Amy from Futurama, and it was that character.
Oh, okay, and I got you.
Yeah.
But no. Lydia Look is her name. Okay. I think it's an opportunity. So I mean, she was voiced by. It's an opportunity if they bring back the Chang triplets. I mean, that's a fan favorite of mine.
I like the Chang triplets, but I see the wrongs that were back then. So I can see them bringing them back and just heavily redesigning them. I'm talking about like the whole 9 yards. They have to change the thing with the dad, the buck teeth stuff, like, and just all the like the Asian stereotypes with like the kung fu, the Mandarin playing in the background. They have to change it all. But you're right, it is an opportunity for them to fix what they did back then. Which, I mean, back then, it's funny because as kids growing up, at least for me, I didn't see that like as like an offensive thing. I just saw it. I'm like, oh yeah, those are the Asian kids in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And that was it. Yeah,
and I just looked at it. It's a diverse cast, but I didn't ever look at it as, you know, maybe someone could take this offensively. Right. And if somebody did take it offensively, I think it was like scraping the bottom of the barrel of what is considered offensive, because there's plenty of places they really could have took it. Right. And obviously they didn't want to get canceled. Yeah. So, and definitely in today's culture, if they were to bring them back, they definitely don't want to get canceled. Right. So you gotta do it proper this time around. But yes, slowly start reintroducing a lot of these characters, and I'll be very satisfied. We had Maya, who didn't really do much.
Yeah, she's been a like, oh man, it's just so weird how they're handling Maya. Like
there's a lot of hype build around her.
Right. Like they making it seem like she's part of the crew now, like kind of like a background character, when like I feel like the whole thing with her and Penny wasn't really resolved by the end of the first episode. So like, you know, because like, Penny stood up for herself and she's like, yo, I'm not gonna change who I am to just impress you. And then, you know, Miles like, oh, where are you going? And then it just kind of never reestablishes them meeting again and establishing, okay, I'm sorry for what I said earlier. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to, you know, call you a poser or whatever.
No, no, you're absolutely right.
But
it's like
part of the crew.
Part of the crew, one and done. And now, too, it looks like if the crew is ever going to split, it's like Maya and La Cienega, the two antagonistic ones.
I feel like she would not want to be with La Cienega. Like, of all people, why would you even help or associate yourself with La Cienega? With you know, the character of Maya, right? She gave Penny all this crap about, you know, being self-conscious about her looks, being artificial in terms of like, you know, the things that she promotes or tries to be friends with everyone, just trying to get everyone to like her. How are you even talking to La Cienega, of all people? I could see her being friends with Zoe. Zoe doesn't hurt anyone. Zoe's just there.
Or I could just see her just being kind of outside of the group and joins the group when it calls for it, you know?
Right.
I mean, now granted, with that said, she was roaming with La Cienega, but you know, La Cienega's holding the book upside down while she's reading like James Baldwin over here.
And then she flips it over for her. Like she helps her. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I need more from her.
I need more, right?
To appreciate her. I'm not there yet. I don't see what the hype was made for yet. Other than it's like, oh, Kiki Palmer, but give me more of her. Give me more of her. Let us in with her. Her brother appeared too. Had like one line. He has yet to replace Sticky for me.
Oh yeah, no, Sticky's iconic. Sticky's missed. Hopefully Orlando Brown can get everything together. Bring his A game back, come back, voice Sticky. Sticky comes back from Japan, gets tricked into thinking Dejanay has left. So now he's returned. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
But I mean, I guess to like wrap up our thoughts, I thought this episode was up there with the first two. Maybe even better, like because the character moments really hit hard. You know, Penny and Oscar's relationship, even the flashback to when Penny was taught how to you know, game, right?
That was good too. That was good too.
So good. That was
really good.
They almost got me with a single teardrop. I'm like, oh, okay, this is a nice like father-daughter moment that they're having. And then Oscar says, too bad I'm never letting you out of the house.
Okay. See, yeah, he shoots himself in the foot. Yes, but that scene was really nice too.
It was.
Then I do have to mention too when Penny called him out for saying, you know, he said, you know, you and that Steph Curry shot, and she said, why couldn't it be you know, Candace Parker?
Parker.
Right. Come on, Oscar. You got to recognize the times. Women are just as capable as men. You know.
Right.
Come on, Oscar.
He's aged. He's in his own element. Leave Oscar alone, man.
Need him to come through here. Come on, man.
Didn't he call someone something Curry?
He called her Aisha Curry too.
Aisha Curry
at one point, right?
Is that Steph Curry's?
That's his wife. That's his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oscar. I love the man. The man's gold.
You can't help but love him. He's a lovable dummy. So.
Any final thoughts on just overall, like some takeaways from the episode, or you know, in general about the show moving forward?
I'm very invested. I'm very excited to where the show will go. Shout out to the Space Jam reference too.
My God, I completely forgot.
I wanted to mention it before we closed off. I was like, are they doing Space Jam?
With the octopus, I'm like, this is space. I don't know. But then once the arm stretched, I'm like, okay,
no, this is Space Jam. Yeah,
this is Space Jam.
Very on brand too.
and last joke, I promise, because again, I like to pay homage to like all the iconic moments when Wizard Kelly visits Oscar in his office at the end of the episode,
Mhm.
and Oscar is trying to hide Peebo, and Oscar says, take some free Proud snacks on your way out. And Wizard Kelly's like, are they anything but free? I mean, it was something he basically acknowledged. Proud, they're free. Like, there's no scenario where you would charge for these. Oh my god, it was beautiful. It was beautiful the way he delivered it, and it was a throwaway line. It was a throwaway line to just move the conversation on. Comedy.
Oscar can't catch a break, and
yeah,
Wizard is the perfect person to capitalize on Oscar's, misery. Yeah, there you go.
What are you gonna do, Wizard? What are you gonna do? Go ahead. Tell me what you're gonna do if I don't give you a Peebo.
Makes him work the Wizard Kelly movie theater, right? Oh
the
my
Wizard
gosh.
Kelly movie theater. Oh my god.
It's
brand.
good stuff. It's good. It's really good. It's good.
It is.
Yeah.
But we'll see what episode 4 brings. Still no confirmation on how many episodes we have.
I'm pretty sure it's 8, and
8.
that would
okay.
if I didn't look at the calendar, but after the 8th episode, it would be the Moon Knight premiere within a week. So,
I thought Moon Knight was in March.
March 30th, man, dude, we're in March.
But how is it 8 episodes if it's
because we just got episode 3? There's 1, 4, 5, 6. So it will probably be alongside the Moon Knight. But by the time Proud Family ends, Moonlight will be like an episode or 2 in.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be another task for us.
That will be. Right. Yeah.
Moon Knight, good old Moon Knight. But yeah, that's episode 3 of the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Let us know what you all think in the comments below, what you thought of the episode overall. If you like the clownery with Oscar, Penny, Wizard Kelly, just all the characters in the Proud Family. There's someone to relate to. There's someone to laugh at or with, and it's great. Let us know what you think on any social media platform you listen to us on. We're on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, Instagram. We're on all social media platforms at the Yonkō Table. So give us a listen, give us a share, let us know what you think. But with that, everyone, I'm your Yonkō host, DrJaceAttorney, and fellow Yonkō GrandMasterHoop, setting sail once again at the Yonkō Table. Peace out, guys.